So I was looking at those, the Nissan Titans or whatever with the Cummins motors in them. Mm-hmm. Thinking that they would be like an F-250. Okay, you got it?
We'll just throw it right there next to one. Maybe.
Yep.
Go to them, huh?
No. And I mean, they make they're right on the center console.
Oh, that's what I was going to do this weekend. Oh,
yeah, car and driver had an art. What? No material needs. Right? Oh.
First things first, got the bid book done. Josh needs to get one now. But this one's gonna be mine for a little bit until I get another one built.
Bam.
Oh, and it closes good.
It closes really good.
Yeah, that closes a lot nicer. Note to self, make a bigger spine.
Yep.
Right now? Yeah, he's in Idaho still. He should be coming into Cokeville, which is in Wyoming, like any minute probably. All right, guys, plan for today. I want to get the toolboxes cut out, ground, ready for a box to slide in there, because these boxes are going to sit under here, you know. The other thing we're doing is I've decided I've got a lot of room under the box, under the jack stand box. And so instead of building an insert that like slides inside of it, I'm actually gonna build the box a little bigger than the hole, and then we'll stick it up underneath it and just weld it, just basically do a fillet weld all the way around it. But, so you'll have your lid, but then inside your box is gonna be bigger and deeper. In order to do that though, we've actually gotta pull the bed off and put it on jacks, which ain't gonna be any big deal, mostly because the bolts aren't rusted out and full of mud. So it's gonna be 6 bolts, loosen them up, pull it off, throw that box under there, weld it, back the truck back underneath it, and then weld it again. Or I mean, put the bed back on, which is no big deal because all the runners and everything are welded to it already. So, I mean, basically it's just lining the holes back up, dropping the bolts back in it, and you're good to go. But as of right now, we're gonna get some boxes cut, and I got a handy dandy little tool that's gonna help us do that in no time flat. All right, you guys, I want to show you what we're doing here. So inside this box right now, basically there's no way to weld to it except for, we got to build this box a little bigger than the hole. So right now I got a 24-inch by 36-inch box. So I'm gonna build the box 2 inches bigger so that I have an inch on both sides. And that way I have somewhere to weld along the inside of it, and it doesn't corrupt the lid, basically. Like, the lid's not gonna sit down on it because there's a weld in the way.
Yeah, it'll be a T-joint instead of a quarter joint.
Yep, exactly. So that's what we're getting ready to do. So we're building this box 26 inches by 38, and this is how it's gonna look when we lay it out. That way we can kind of break our sides and get everything to where we only have 4 little welds to do. So your box is gonna get laid out, and I've done a video on this before. So the easiest way to figure it out, get your floor laid out first. So this is gonna be 26 inches by 38 inches, okay?
That's the very bottom of the tool.
Yep. Now you gotta think about your sides. Oops, I got a little oil spill right there, that ain't gonna draw. And these are gonna be 9 inches. So if you cut this box, just like this, you're gonna be able to break your sides. Your floor is gonna be where you need it. Your sides are gonna come up, then you're just gonna have 2 or 4 little welds to do down the sides. Way less cleanup, way less work, and then your box is built basically. So that's what we're getting ready to do. We're gonna build this thing 26 inches. We have decided that this is going to be, I believe it was 9 inches. No, it's gonna be 8 inches deep. So we're gonna be 8 inches deep. So we need to add 16 inches to this 26, because 8 times 2, because you got two walls basically. So 26 plus 16, right? Or 18, 16 inches. So we're gonna be 42 inches, which is dang near. Yeah, cool. So we're gonna have plenty of plate width-wise. And then on your 38 inches, you gotta add 16 inches on it too. And that's gonna be 54 inches, which we got plenty of plate for that too. So there's our jack stand box. This is gonna be our insert for where our jack stands are sitting. And that's what we're getting ready to do. So let's do that. Oh, we left the 6-footer, huh?
Oh no, I grabbed it.
Oh, you did?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah!
I got it.
Guys, handiest level you have ever had. Handiest helper.
I thought you were gonna say super helper.
Super helper. Thought about this. But handiest thing ever. I have a lot of people that make fun of me for a 6-foot level until they use one, and then they're like, wow, I kind of need this. I've been like, well, you can't have mine, bitch. Go get your own. 8-inch sides, remember? So that's what I'm laying out right now. I'm getting my floor built so that I know where to cut and where not to cut. Because you definitely don't want to cut something you're not supposed to be cutting. Now I built a bed before and I cut it all out with skinny wheels and stuff. Well, my father-in-law has a skill saw that actually cuts through metal. This thing is hellacious loud. I mean, screaming loud, but saves you a lot of freaking time and I like it.
Firing up.
Okay. Let me get my gloves.
Yep. Hot shit.
This thing will save you so much time. So close. There we go. All right. Liza saved the day. Again. Batteries. Camera died. Called her. She's at the house. We're strung out. Can't go nowhere. But she saved us. Almost done with one.
Are you gonna cut it out or are you gonna put it in?
It's already cut out. I just got to break all the sides on it.
Nice.
And then we're gonna get the other ones cut out for the toolboxes and probably put them in. if we
say
can.
it's a nice day, why not?
Just go to work on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of our thought. But I can't put the jack stand box in until we get a MIG welder down here.
Why?
Because I can't get it pulled off and just kind of leave it here, you know, unless Judy's cool with it.
I would.
You would what?
They put it on the side of that camper, that Dutchman.
I was thinking about that too. We might. We don't have all the expensive equipment to get something broke like this unless we want to go pay somebody, which is no big deal. Because I'm actually going to pay somebody to build my oxygen rack because there's a certain way I want it and it all needs to be kind of broke with machinery. But as of right now, all we're doing is, I mean, this is just simple. Anybody can do this. You don't have to have a brake or anything like that. Just have a grinder and a place to clamp it down to and break it over. So it's...
That's some cutoff wheels.
Yep.
That saw saved a lot of time.
Yeah, that saw was awesome. That's worth every penny.
Yeah, the first time I'd ever used one of those, I'm buying one.
Yep.
Someday I'm gonna have one.
They're worth it. They're worth it. But anyways, guys, you don't have to have all the expensive stuff. This is super simple. We're in the middle of a flipping trailer park right now, for heck's sakes. I mean, I don't know anybody that's built a freaking, well, I guess there was one guy that was here that built a welding bed in the trailer park.
Oh, really?
Yeah. These guys are pretty cool about it, but a lot of places won't let you. Anyways, we're gonna finish getting this ground, get the sides broke on it, weld down the edges, clean them up, and then we're gonna start working on the toolbox boxes.
Bar on there?
We got crescent wrenches?
Yeah, no.
Cheater bars. Ready?
Yep.
Sometimes when it don't work good like that, you guys.
Oh, mouse on the ground.
There. Works great. Oh, that one. Here we got really nice crisp edges on the bottom. We'll run some tacks in here. Just because we did take material out of it and we don't want it, you know, rusting out, getting a weak spot right there, and all your jack stands hitting the freaking road and getting left behind you. Or hurt. Okay, so on your edges, when you use cheater bars, you're gonna kind of tweak the edges just a little. Number one, it's all gonna be hidden, but once we get everything welded down here on the sides, it'll have some stability. Then you can just sit there and work your edges back and get it to where it's pretty straight again.
Right. No one will see it. If you made these like wider, that could help you out.
That would help. Oh, beautiful. Nice. Okay, guys. Something to think about with these torches. One of the reasons I use 3/16 plate on the top is because it doesn't warp near as bad as like say an 1/8 inch piece, but it will still warp. So I mean, tiny little flame, go fast, don't heat an area up big. I mean, if you gotta stop, let it cool down. Get your boxes tacked in where they're gonna be, and this will add some rigidity to it.
You wanna throw a fender over your tires?
Bigger tapper. Yeah. Okay. Boxes are cut. We gotta clean this up. and then start laying out the boxes. Okay, so Josh right now has laid out slits in this jack stand box because what's going to happen is that thing's going to sit under here. Well, there's no seal that's going to be sealed in right here, okay? Snow, rain, it's going to go into that box.
That's where you're going to throw all your dirty clothes.
Yeah, that's your jack stands. That's anything that can get wet that doesn't matter. So what he's doing right now is he's throwing in drain holes, which are just slits he's laid out. He's going to grind them out, and that way when it gets wet, it has somewhere to go and it doesn't just accumulate in your box.
And there we go. Some rather fancy drain holes, but I didn't have anything to do. There you go, Jake.
Okay guys, I want to show you what we're building right now. I am getting ready to lay out this box. Now I hope this kind of gives you an idea right here.
Rolling.
Welcome back to the Schofield Welding Fabrication of a welding bed. Glad you're here with us. Okay, so I got this box drawn out, how I'm going to break it. I got one piece that I got to weld all the way out, but we'll build that here in a little bit. Basically what's going to happen is I'm building this box 12 inches deep, which isn't a lot, but I don't really want to fab around my leaf springs, and 12 inches is going to be plenty for a box. I mean, 12 inches, it's going to be about up to there by the time you reach to the bottom, so it'll be good. Okay, this is how this box is drawn out. Here's the floor, right here. Okay, now I got 12 inches sides. So I'm gonna lay that out right now on this piece of plate, and then we're gonna lay the floor out and then start cutting it. Hopefully that makes sense. Ta-da.
Yeah, so say the floor, did you say those were walls?
These are the walls, right?
Okay, and the walls fold up.
Just like how we broke the jack stand box.
Just like that.
You don't need a lot of expensive stuff. I'm telling you, you guys, this isn't as hard as a lot of people try to make it look. Man, this bait. This old girl is coming along slick. Okay guys, I hope this made sense. I'm gonna show you what it looks like on the plate. We've already laid it out. Okay, this is this box right here. Okay, that's what's gonna go in there. Here's your floor plan. Now I found it's a lot easier to lay your floor out first, figure out your dimensions of your floor, and then figure out your ears and where you can build this to where you can break it. Now this piece right here, we're gonna cut us a separate piece, 12 inches by, I think that's 6 3/4, or no, that's 11 inches right there. That's what it says right there. Sorry, I'm looking through the camera right now. So let me show you what it looks like laid out on the plate. Lot of lines, okay? Here's your floor. Here's the ear for that one. There's the ear for that one. Ear for that one. Ear for that one, okay? All of this is getting cut out. And then we're gonna build that piece here in just a little bit as soon as we get everything else cut out. So hopefully that makes sense. Let's get going. Okay guys, let's show you what we did. I hope this is all making sense now that you see it all cut out. Same concept. All we did was just start scribing the floor in. We're gonna break it. This piece we gotta basically graph it in. You could have probably laid it out, but I mean it's just as easy to graph one in.
Simple.
Yeah.
So this guy will sit
just like that.
right up here, but everything's folding up.
Yep.
To come up to here.
And then we're gonna weld it in.
Yep.
Oh, you already hooked on it?
Yeah, you're on the bed.
Right on the back.
And stop. I guess I don't have my own rig, so I'm not getting rig pay.
No rig pay yet.
No rig pay yet.
Single hand. The problem with thin plate, you guys, is you got to really close up your gaps, especially when you're stick welding. If you had a little wire feed, probably wouldn't be too big a deal, but definitely stick welding, try to close them up as much as you can.
I mean, think about it. You don't gap a pipe the thickness of the pipe, but you can get a gap the thickness of that plate really fast.
Yeah.
And it'll open up.
There won't be a whole lot there to weld after all of it.
Yeah.
Let's see.
That's it. Yeah. I haven't tightened the string, so let's tighten up the string. Look at that. Ping!
Boom, man, that thing looks good.
That looks really good.
Okay.
Draft in that other side.
Okay, guys, now what I would do, since you have to kind of grind these, unless you have a brake where you can break them, run you a couple tacks. I mean, you can probably run 4 right there, run you a couple in here, just because you took out material, and that way it'd hold it together in case it ever come apart.
Yeah, the load's gonna be on the top edge when we weld it to the bed, but the corners, those are just gluing it together, because it's pulling this way.
Get it down there. Second gear, 45.
Right on the hot side.
Is it on the hot side?
Yep.
Turn it down?
Yeah, there's a little gap there. Turn it down.
35.
Drag in a bead there if I want to. Well, that's what I'm going to do.
I was going to say, just drag it and then run back over it later.
Yep.
Oh yeah, shield up good. Golly, that's gonna be just right. Yeah. Give you something well too. Right there. Oh yeah.